Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I want to say Happy New Year, first day of 2023. Hope you all had a nice New Year's Eve, whatever you got up to and you're enjoying. Hopefully you've got a day off work and you're enjoying it with friends or family. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss the reasons why I don't invest in silver ETFs, what ETFs are, and also the pros and cons around them. So for those of you that don't know what ETF stands for, it stands for Exchange Traded Fund. Now what this fund is it tracks the spot price of silver. And basically it's like holding a stock or share that you can have in your portfolio. And whatever the current spot price is, that's how much the share costs. Now the reason I'm against precious metals ETFs in general is that there's not many of them that are actually backed by the precious metal. And what I mean by that is, say you own 20, now that 20 ounces is not backed by physical metal. There's some funds that claim they are backed by physical metals. However, you'll have to do your own research into that. I think it's highly unlikely. I'm not a financial advisor, so obviously you've got to do your own research, but that's just my personal opinion. I think it's highly unlikely that even if the ETF says that it's backed by physical precious metals, once you start seeing the ratios I'm about to show you in this video, you'll see why I'm very skeptical if that's the case. So I've done a bit of research and I was trying to work out the paper silver versus the physical silver. And what I mean by that is if you invest in silver via a stock app, you're not actually investing most of the time in actual physical silver. Like I said, some funds say they are, but most of them are not. It's backed by paper silver. So it mimics the spot price of silver, but it's not actually backed by physical metal. Now it's very hard to find the true ratio of paper silver versus physical silver, and that's because there's lots of different articles out there. I think it's very hard for anyone to truly say the exact ratio, but I'm going to show you some of the research I've found. Now this first article here says that the paper silver market is 250 times the size of the physical silver market, and what that means is for every ounce of silver that is above ground, there is 250 times that amount in paper. So if you hold a 1 ounce silver coin, like one of the silver coins you can see on the screen in front of you today, there's 250 times that amount per 1 ounce of paper silver floating around in funds. Now you can see the next article is from the US Debt Clock, and a lot of people take this as gospel, this website. However, as you'll see, a lot of these articles vary quite a lot, so you've got to take all of these with a pinch of salt, but they say it's 426 the ratio is. So to every 1 ounce of physical silver above ground in the world currently, there is 426 ounces of paper silver floating around. The next article says it's 500 to 1. So you get the idea. It's very high. Even if you go by this one here is 1,000 times. So for every 1 ounce physical silver is 1,000 times paper floating around, basically virtual silver that people are investing in. Now, even if we go by the lowest one there, which is 250 times, it's absolutely incredible to think that people are buying these ETFs thinking that they're actually investing in precious metals and getting exposure to precious metals. However, they're actually investing in a made up IOU. It's the same as if you held cash. You basically got an IOU, like it's not actually worth anything physical. For me personally, I like actually owning the physical asset when I'm investing in precious metals. That's what makes it so different from stocks and shares and crypto and all the rest of it that you just see on an app. You can't wake up one day and the app's been deleted or erased or it's been hacked. You actually physically have it in your possession. So for me personally, I would never invest in silver ETFs. If we want to talk about some of the positives I can see is that, say you thought that silver was going to shoot up in price, say 50 times its spot price in the space of say a week, then it might be worth doing because it's a lot easier to buy and sell. If you've got the physical silver, as you know, it's a little bit harder to sell very quickly. Whereas if you've got a silver ETF, you can literally click your fingers and you've sold. So I could see that if you thought that in the short term, when I mean short term, maybe 6 months maximum, if you thought it was going to have a big rise, then I could see the ETFs could be useful for that. However, for those of you that have been investing in precious metals for any period of time will know that that's not really how precious metal investing works. Precious metals is about hedge against inflation, slowly growing your wealth over a long period of time. So for me, I can't see it just shooting up overnight and making a quick profit. That's not why many of us got into precious metals in the first place. We're not here about making 100x, 200x profit. We're here about slowly building your wealth and protecting your spending power against inflation. So I'll be interested to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think the true ratio of paper silver versus physical silver is? Do you think that any one of the sources that are shown on the screen today is accurate? Do you think it's a lot higher? Do you think it's a lot lower? I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts. Do you personally invest in ETFs, silver ETFs or gold ETFs? Do you think they have their uses, or are you very anti them like myself? Like I said, for me, the main reason I'm so anti them is just because the whole reason I got into precious metals in the first place is because I liked having an asset that I could actually physically hold. I put precious metals in the same category as property in terms of investment vehicle. It's something you could actually walk up to and physically touch, physically hold. So it's not like a stock or a crypto or something that you haven't physically got in your possession. So yeah, like I said, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. As always, thanks very much for watching my videos, and I hope you have a nice day.